Well, you did it. You're in the starting lineup, man.
I'd be lying if I said I was surprised, but I appreciate it, Coach.
Good. Now you have to prove you belong.
Come on, Coach, you know I got it.
Look, I just want to be as clear as possible with you. And if we bench a vet tonight and start a rookie and you lay an egg, it makes the organization look real bad. And that can have ripple effects. Listen, I need you to go out and make an impact, at least on one end of the floor tonight.
Keep it real with me, Coach. Would you get in trouble if I didn't?
Well, I'll put it to you this way. There's a lot of politics when you reach this level. Things aren't always simple as X's and O's.
Yeah, see that right there? That's why you should know I won't let you down.
Ooh, I like that.
I got you, Coach.
Thanks, man.
But not everyone gets in, so we don't have enough. Point?
All the way from the top offices to the court level decisions.
Good to hear. So, look, give Steve a call back and...
Starting at shooting guard, standing 6'8", number 11, Embiid.
It's the NBA, and for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at Sacramento, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for Chicago, they fought their way into that spot, and you have to give them credit for how they played. But now we'll have to see if they can stay there.
Now Sacramento starting 5. Outside in the perimeter, Levine and DeRozan. Murray and Sabonis make up the inside pair. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard. And for Chicago, Zach Collins is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Isaac Okoro. Then it's Trey Jones. And it's MP in at the 2. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
Now let's check in with Allie and see what she has for us on MP. Allie, take it away.
We have a bit of a lineup change tonight. MP is stepping into the starting 5 in a move that many fans have been hoping for. Coach told me, quote, MP's earned it. He put in the time and he's done things the right way. He's looked like a starter for a while now. It's quite the journey for the rising star from Vermont.
You're right. Seems his moment has arrived. Thank you for the report. Coach, this early on in the season, what was the emphasis for you and your staff when you were coaching?
Well, look, Kevin, we really wanted to learn our strengths and find the best way to play to them. Of course, discovering your strengths is much easier for teams with a superstar, but either way, it's about discovering the kind of basketball your team needs to play.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
And here's Westbrook. Last game we saw him score 14. Left side, DeRozan, just 5 to shoot. Collins grabs the miss. Chicago's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Trains it from beyond the arc.
There, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Westbrook passes to Sabonis. On the wing, Murray. Levine, a screen on Jones. Offensive rebound. Levine can't hit. The Bulls leading by 10. To the middle. That's good from Collins on the assist by MP.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
So, Greg, in the offseason, the Kings made it a priority to address their need at point guard.
I mean, they had multiple combo guards on the roster, but lacked a true lead guard. And they realized they needed someone who could run the offense, hoping Dennis Schroeder can fill that role.
Now, here's Monk. And they get it. Buries it from three-point range.
An effective three-point shooter. Over his career, just about half of Monk's shots come from beyond the arc.
MP with it. Guarded by Levine. Here's MP. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. MP's got 13 points. The Kings come into this one following a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City. With some arc. Good defense by MP. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 11-point game. Back to Levine. DeRozan for three. That ball's off target. It's his third miss. He's made 2 shots from the field. MP outside. Driving the lane. And finished off by Collins.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And here are the Kings now. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Levine can't hit.
They really need him to get it together. He's been ice cold this period.
And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
MP has been leading the charge for the Bulls. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Making some changes. Okoro, he's checked in for Colin Sexton. MP comes in for Anthony Simons. And Trey Jones subbed in for Josh Giddey. The Kings trail by 11. On the floor for Sacramento. They've got Sabonis. Malik Monk out there with Carter. It's Clifford at the 3. Sacramento moving it around. To the paint. Monk kicks to Carter. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Bulls. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
Here's Clifford. Hands it from downtown. Clifford's got his first 3 points of the game.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
MP nails the triple.
Dare I say, he's had a perfect game. Incredible. No misses thus far. A major reason they lead.
The Kings trail by 14. Carter looking around. Here's Monk. That one wide left.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Here's Monk. 17 points for him last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Offensive rebound, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. The Kings trail by 16, and joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Well, it took a while this summer, but the Bulls were finally able to get an extension done with their bright young point guard, Josh Giddey. In a buyer's market, they could afford to bargain for a team-friendly deal, and after some overreaches in the past, their disciplined approach stands out.
A good strategy. Thank you, Shams. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The Kings forward DeMar DeRozan clearly bought into helping take this team to the next level. He said, quote, "I appreciate the passion and the drive from the coaching staff, from the players to the fan base to everything, top to bottom. Guys want to win. Anything is possible." Kevin, back to you.
They're plenty talented. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And great offensive firepower for the Kings. But you know what, Stan? They know they got to defend.
Well, their head coach, Doug Christie, made his bones at that end. But it's on these players to execute, and that'll be the challenge.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Zach Collins comes in for Smith, and Buzelis subbed in for Gershon Yabusele. MP finds a gap, and the basket is good. MP's got 30.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight, not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Nice job there by Levine, making the extra pass and putting it on the money.
Fades back, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on, they're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Westbrook, no good. Chicago leading by 16. And the dunk by MP.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Westbrook scanning the floor. Levine wide open. No good on the three. Here's MP. Makes it off the glass. MP's got 36. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. It's the Bulls running away with this one. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment.
27.
In the Eastern Conference, MP.
To no one's surprise, MP, individually, he's a level above.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Bulls.
We knew they wanted a track meet, and man, they got it. What a pace they've set.
Very hard to beat them at their own game. They wear you out, and we've still... That is more than enough of us. Let's send you...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, the passing he brings to the table on full display through the first two quarters.
Well, it's nothing new for him. They are at their best when he's setting the table like that.
Buzelis out there with the quarrel. Then there's Zach Collins. Then it's MP. And it's Jones in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting. Looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could be without some of those cheap foul calls.
against the defender.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
Offensive rebound. The wide open look here for DeRozan. His three-pointers off the mark.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And a slam dunk by Sabonis.
Well, look, Sabonis has the footwork to get himself in position to finish right at the cup.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. With the break in the action, we've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebounders. Domantas Sabonis is on top.
And, you know, he took a lot of pride in being at the top of that rebounding list. When all was said and done, he was a man among boys.
And from season to season, Coach, DeMar DeRozan remains incredibly consistent.
Yeah, look, he's consistent because he's extremely professional. This guy's always in shape, always ready to play. He knows what his game is, and he plays to that game. Something of a throwback because his game's built on the mid-range shooting, but everybody could use a DeMar DeRozan on their team. Can't forget about LaVine from deep.
MP outside. Pass to Jones for three. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Here's LaVine. Drops in the layup for two. LaVine's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, if you're going to go in there, you have to want it. LaVine did.
MP outside. Outside, Jones. LaVine against MP. Back to Jones. And the Bulls, another three.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D. 2
minutes.
LaVine against MP. LaVine's shot is off.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
MP looking around. The shot's good. MP's got 48.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
DeRozan for three. Sabonis, the pass to LaVine. Again, LaVine missing.
Familiar results for him. He can't get anything together.
And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injuries.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
Right block shot, and it's Sacramento with the rebound. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter, and LaVine throws it down.
That's such a tough finish. LaVine with outstanding focus to score through contact.
Another bucket! Wow!
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Here's Westbrook. Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
You love to see MP just attack that rim. Young players, take note.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Now, here's DeRozan. In the corner, Murray with it. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Chicago, sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we've got more M2K. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for Sacramento, he's out there with Monk. Then it's Sabonis. It's Clifford at the small forward position.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Now Hayes. Pass to Sabonis. Here's Clifford. Shoots the three, and he's good on the three ball. And so Simons will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. And the basket by MP.
And if you thought the break would slow him down, you were wrong. He remains red hot from deep.
And then Monk with the dunk.
What a leap to the rim by Monk. Going up high where the defense can't stop him.
Again, what an avalanche!
And another stunning accomplishment in his career. He's now tied for 4th most 60-point games in league history.
He is one of the most exciting offensive players the NBA has ever seen. In fact, I don't think you can make an argument against that.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Releases, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. MP's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Boy, he can't miss right now. This is as locked in as you get.
Hayes the pass to Monk from deep. And the Kings another three.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
MP high post. Count that one.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Hayes dishes to Monk. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Such a competitive guy. Monk is hard to stop around the hoop. He's got a lot of energy.
And it's Williams throwing it down.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Pass to Hayes. And just the way pilots use VR to train, now NBA officials can do the same.
Yeah, it's all about reps, right? Getting them with the headset in a lower stress setting helps prepare them to make the right call when the lights are brightest.
The three from MP. Good, another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bulls.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
MP passes to Williams. Simons from outside sinks the three-pointer.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. The shot's good from Hayes.
And it's great to watch Monk share the ball. He's a more than capable passer
And good! There's another.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time.
And when you talk about absolutely thrilling your fan base, MP has done it. I mean,
a truly exceptional performance tonight here, MP. You break 70 points and your team wins the game. What's next?
Seeing you again very soon.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I'm gonna let myself enjoy this one for an hour or two.
That's all?
Yeah, and then it's back to business.
No rest for the weary?
Oh, come on. Ain't no weary over here, Jennifer Quintana. But I can't tell you this. I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight. That much I know for sure. I'm gonna have some sweet dreams tonight, too. But when I wake up, it's back to business. You don't get to where I'm at by taking your foot off the gas.
Can't wait to see what's next, MP. Well done.
Same.
Kevin, over to you.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks.
NBA is no joke, okay? For real, it's no joke.